Freunde, grüß Gott und hallo hier aus meinem Zimmer. Ja, ich habe es in meinem Vlog von der Gamescom, glaube ich, gesagt, ich kümmere mich noch drum, dass ich den Livestream von der Twitch-Bühne noch herbekomme. Und es ist so, ich habe ihn bekommen. Ich werde ihn jetzt hier im Hintergrund gleich abspielen lassen und ja, wollte nur noch mal hier kurz ein Vorwort dazu sagen. Ich wünsche euch jetzt viel Spaß mit dem Game vom Livestream bei Twitch mit Vainglory. Haut rein, macht's gut, viel Spaß.
Hey there, everybody out there in Twitch TV land. I'm George Deacon and today I have with me here Blueberries.
Hey.
He's super awesome, and we're coming at you live from the Twitch booth in Hall 9 at Gamescom 2015, and we're about to kick off with some super exciting Vainglory action. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Vainglory, this is the mobile perfected for touch, and it features a 3v3 map with a single lane paired with the expansive jungle.
Ja, so quickly in German, da wir auch einige deutsche Zuschauer hier haben und auch im Livestream, die vielleicht das Spiel noch nicht kennen, ganz kurz, es ist ein MOBA 3&3 Touch Device Only, das heißt, ihr könnt euch das Ganze runterladen im Android Store, im Apple Store und das auf fast all euren Geräten spielen. Und ja, wir werden das Spiel auf Englisch kommentieren, Siekend und me. Und ich, das kommt, wenn man so viel Englisch spricht. Und ja, wir werden euch jetzt gleich das Team vorstellen, die heute spielen. Einige bekannte Leute dabei aus der Community und aus den verschiedenen Social-Netzwerken. Und ja, so let's swap over back to English.
All right, yesterday we had some two exciting teams in Red and Pew Pew Pew, battling out to see who would come out on top. And with some exciting and very, very well-played early games coming out from Red, they took the game and just dominated.
I mean, it was like so hard for Pew Pew Pew. I mean, Red, they're like, wow, they win a lot of games and they win a lot of events. So, yeah, I mean, talking about esport and winning events, we have a very, very nice trailer prepared from the first World Invitationals from Korea. Check it out.
Vainglory World Invitational.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first official Vainglory World Invitationals. My name is Blueberries and we have the best A-teams of the world here in Seoul, South Korea, fighting for more than 30,000 US dollars. And the big question we are facing is who will go home as the grand champion?
Someone. Well, they're going for all the ultimate is coming. Look at the ultimate here. This is crazy, and they're going for the kill here. So it is. He is going for the Hellfire. Oh! What a dive! So beautiful. 9-2 here, and you do see. The Ringo. Can they take him down? First blood for Team Unknown here. Well played.
All right, that was a quick teaser from the Vainglory World Invitationals, which has matches broadcasted on twitch.tv/OGN Global Mondays and Thursdays. And it looks like our teams are just about ready. So, Blue, who thinks we'll take it today?
Well, we have some interesting guys as said there, so let's quickly swap over and let me introduce who is playing today here on stage. And we have here in the middle, in the center, it's the YouTuber FleoNeo. So he is playing Vainglory. I heard that he has a great skill in the game, so I'm very excited to see how he is doing And yeah, here we see on the right side with the sunglasses, PapaTuerk, known from the community, also doing streams. On the left side, Dilicious, also a very, very good player. And a girl I see, UebelVanessa. So she is also from the community. She plays the game from time to time, and I'm very excited how she is going to handle this with the two boys on her right side. Left on her side, it is DonJon. We know DonJon from the YouTube channel as well as from Vainglory League, so regularly he's on my side casting the matches in English. And if we shift over to the left side, as said, this is FleoNeo, the YouTuber, and on the left side it is Steamo. He's also famous in the community for streaming the game live on Twitch. All right, so since we know who is going to play, we are jumping into the match and we will see who is going to pick who.
Go. Should be pretty exciting. Looks like we have UebelVanessa on that Catherine. And we got DonJon, Steamo, and FleoNeo locking in as Taka, Scarf, and Catherine. Looks like we got a mirror match on our hands here.
Oh, wow. So this is very interesting. It's a mirror matchup. And yeah, we see...
a true mirror matchup.
Yeah, it is so unlikely to see. I mean, yeah, so what do you think? Who is going to win this? I mean, we have a bunch of experienced players. And yeah, what is your thought?
I'm actually very excited to see this because DonJon has shown, like, on that first day, he had a fantastic Scarf. He like crushed his lane, he got a ton of kills, and he basically carried his team to victory.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see if he can do the same against Dilicious here today.
Yeah, this is the point. So I know that Dilicious is a very aggressive player, and I know that he knows he's facing DonJon, so they will not give anyone anything here on the lane. And in the jungle, we do see here UebelVanessa playing Catherine. PapaTuerk is on Taka, the assassin, and on the other side, vice versa, the same. FleoNeo here playing the beautiful tier 3 skin from Catherine, and Steamo is on Taka.
All right, so things are pretty even off the start. Both teams farming their jungle. Steamo, he has a weapon blade versus PapaTuerk's switch shooter, so PapaTuerk's going to attack a little bit faster, but Steamo's going to hit just a little bit harder. And right here in the lane, DonJon's facing off against Dilicious. Not too much is happening quite yet. DonJon has a slight CS lead, but it's basically going to be nullified in the next few seconds.
Yeah, all right, so let's see. I mean, concerning the item builds, it's just a regular start, so nothing too special. I mean, both of them Scarves here, they are mages, so they deal crystal damage. And I'm very excited who's going to take it home, since the lane is very important, but what do you think about the jungle? Is it, like, more important?
So the jungle and the lane are both basically equally important. If one falls, then it kind of snowballs into a victory for that team. But if you're able to hold on to jungle, if the lanes are pretty even, this is going to be a very exciting match because, as I said earlier, it's a mirror matchup. So whoever gets a small lead can definitely take it home.
Yeah, this is the thing. But we have seen in matches before that even mid and late game is very important. So even if a team seems to be the lead or the leading team, it is our teams have the chance to come back here in Vainglory.
Most certainly. And right here, DonJon, he has returned to base to shop. He's bought a few items for himself. He has a second crystal bit. He got some boots for himself. And on the other side, Dilicious is going for the triple crystal bit and boots for himself. So he's going for that early game amount of crystal power. And he's going to be hitting pretty hard. He's one item up on DonJon. He does have less CS, but that is because DonJon did return to base earlier.
Yeah. All right, so UebelVanessa, Catherine, and on the other side, FleoNeo. So both are going to be the supporter, and I think it is, they have a lot of pressure on their shoulders because they have to lock down the enemy carry. So if they lock down the wrong target in the team fight, I think this will be something which, yeah, decides whether they are going to win or lose.
Yep, looks like we have some action in the lane. Dilicious trying to trade a little bit. DonJon, both of them catching on a little bit of fire. But yeah, as you said, Catherine is going to be an extremely important character in for both these teams. If they're able to stun Scarf out of his ultimate, if they're able to stun Taka as he jumps in to assassinate Scarf, she's going to basically decide which team's carries lives and which team's carries die.
Absolutely. So we see DonJon here a little bit low on energy, so therefore the Spitfire will... Dilicious seems to handle his energy here a bit better. Oh, there comes the goop, set on fire, but Dilicious smart enough to rotate out of that one. Let's jump down into the jungle. Both teams are here in the jungle sticking together. I mean, this is what it's all about. So both teams are going for the receive. So what is the receive about? It's a jungler item?
So right here we have both supports with the Iron Guard contract. And
Yeah.
those Iron Guard contracts will allow, we have a gank coming out in the lane. Steamo is sneaking in, but he has some damage on Dilicious, not today. And here comes the blue team. They're coming to back him up. Will they be able to do some damage to UebelVanessa? She takes a Spitfire to the face, but she'll be able to walk out just fine. She runs in, stuns DonJon. DonJon has no more energy, but he'll be just fine, walks out.
Wow. Okay, so, well, seems like Dilly, or I call him Dilly since I know him, so Dilicious, he knew somehow that they are going to gank him, so he didn't push the lane, which was very smart in the end. Now we see both teams shopping here down in the item shop in the middle. Well, a lot of scout traps are on the right side, so they're protecting their side of the bush. Maybe we might see some action. No, the right side of the team, the red team, is going back to the jungle, continuing their route to maximize their gold income. Talking about gold, well, pretty even, 3.1k for team blue and 3.5k for team red, so not a lot of a difference. Maybe some action going on here. Well, Dilly now trying to push the lane a bit, but not too much. A bit of a poke. Well, that Spitfire, that hit on DonJon.
So the main difference in gold right here is coming from DonJon versus Dilicious.
Yep.
However, DonJon has not yet to buy, so once he goes to shop, Dilicious might get a chance to get a lead. And right here, DonJon's playing a little bit aggressive. Dilicious knows he uses his boots, activates that sprint active, and gets out of there. So that's going to be on a pretty long cooldown. It's 150 seconds, and now down 140. But he's not going to be able to get away from the next gank. So he has to have to play fairly defensively, and this will give DonJon an opportunity to get ahead in this lane.
Absolutely. Well, and let's say, I would say if I go jungle, it is rather easy to gank a Scarf, because he does not have any escape skills, has he?
Scarf, he does have Goop, so he is able to slow down anyone who does jump on him. And if it's well placed, he's going to be able to prevent a gank from happening. However, you have to react very quickly. You have to make sure you're very on point with your ability cast.
All right.
And if you miss, then you're probably going to die.
Ah, I see. Okay, so it is about the Goop and the right positioning. Most likely. Dilly here in the base going for a shop. PapaTuerk and UebelVanessa, they're still continuing here in the jungle, trying to come back in terms of gold. They were slightly behind, but not a lot. So the gold miner might be very interesting in the next minute, since he's going to fill up almost 3/4 and he's digging gold, so the gold payout might be coming to Team Red or Team Blue. I might see a fight incoming in the next seconds. Maybe we'll see
DonJon
here.
jumps in.
DonJon comes in and the fight is, PapaTuerk is going down very fast. There comes the ultimate from Dilicious. He is burning the other Scarf, which is played by DonJon, and Steamo dealing a lot of damage to Dilicious. He is going down. Well, he is not falling. Steamo now diving the tower. FleoNeo he might fall down. Well, he has the shield up to escape. What a fight. 1-for-1 trade so far. That was really close, but there was a lot of action on the lane.
Most certainly. Right there, that was a really strange engage, because DonJon face checked the bush. He should have, by all rights, been dead. But because Steamo has that tension bow, he went with the early game power spike. He has the tension bow, gets the extra proc damage, and PapaTuerk, on the other hand, is going for a mid to late game Taka. He's going for the Sorrow Blade. So I expect the red team to do a little bit better in these early game fights, but if things keep going evenly, then the blue team will definitely take an advantage here.
Alright, so as we went over the jungle, we saw a lot of scout traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, I stopped counting. I mean, it's more than 10. So they are trying to really secure this area. And yeah, scout traps. Let's quickly talk about them. I think the 50 gold you're gonna pay for them, they are worth the money, since they provide vision and they deal AoE damage.
Right, so if you step on a scout trap, it'll pop after 1.4 seconds and do a good amount of AoE damage to everyone who's near them. But if you leave them alone, then it just gives the enemy team vision, because if you have a scout trap, it gives you vision around it.
Alright, so they went here for a quick upgrade of the item builds. Dilly here on the lane, and those two guys. It seems like both teams, they want to stay passive, they want to farm a lot, not to risk too much time for ganks, since if you're going to gank, or if you're not going to continue on the jungle, you might lose a bit of gold. But now we see a lot of flares here coming in, and the vision is provided. Now they're going for the engage, and this is what I'm talking about, the scout traps. Look at the points over their heads. Now the enemy team, they can see them, and we might see UebelVanessa is going in. She is the tank, 307 damage to her. Dilly, he might burn. DonJon coming out with the ultimate, burning the tank, which is the wrong target here in that case, and not the preferable one. DonJon here, they are standing in the group, which was lit on fire, so they receive some burn damage. Now they want to go for Goldmine. I think this is pretty risky, isn't it?
This is very risky. PapaTuerk Taka is right about to jump on him, but they do finish the Goldmine off. But this is still an opportunity for the blue team to get a little bit of advantage. They know DonJon's low on energy. He's not going to be able to cast too many abilities. And this is a good chance for the blue team to push. However, they're back to their jungle. They're just farming it up, playing it safe.
All right, so risky move, but in the end, the payoff was there. And now we see on top the gold difference, almost 1,000. Yeah, now 1,000 gold ahead. So the minion miner in the middle of the Halcyon Fold is a key target, which it is all about.
Yeah, and this is a little bit expected. Steamo did go for attention, as I said earlier.
All right.
And the early game power spike will allow them to take these objectives much more easily than the blue team. However, if they don't get enough of an advantage right here, the gold will go to waste, the mid to late game will hit, and PapaTuerk will become more powerful than Steamo. But right now, you see DonJon, he has his Eve of Harvest. On the other side, Dilicious, he has Eve of Harvest, a Piercing Shard, and Eclipse Prism. So Dilicious right now just a lot more powerful than DonJon.
Yeah, so if we see a head-on-head there, one-on-one might most likely go to Dilly, but as we know, this is a MOBA, so it is about the team fight, and the team fight might become up. Dilly here setting the goop up. DonJon is slowed. He might fall. Well, Dilly, no, vice versa. DonJon fired up the ultimate and can pick up a double kill. No, the double kill picked up by Steamo. Double kill. PapaTuerk is using the Kaku to go away. So very, very well played, the gank here. I thought for a second it might go the other way around. So why did DonJon not go down?
Yeah, so the blue team failed to jump on DonJon. He was just sitting there, he was a sitting duck. But his teammates were there to back him up. Dilicious missed his goop pull, he missed his Spitfire, and DonJon was just able to channel whatever he wanted right there to finish off the blue team.
All right, so very, very well played by the teammates, and PapaTuerk very risky. He doesn't know where he's going in, and he might fall. Yeah, there is nothing to do. Well, there comes the ultimate for UebelVanessa, the blast tremor. Dilicious here is joining as well. Oh, the goop very well played on fire, so they are burning. They are slowed. Maybe they can pick up the kill 2 versus 1. Taka is going in, and Dilly is going to go down here. DonJon picking up the kill, 5-1 lead at this point of the game. We are almost 11 minutes in the game. So talking about the time, 11 minutes, what happened at minute 15?
So at 15 minutes, the Kraken will spawn, and if you capture the Kraken, it will storm down the enemy lane, destroying their turrets for you. So you just have to back it up, make sure you can keep it alive, and the turrets will fall one by one. However, I do think the red team has actually taken a large enough advantage off of that early game power spike that they should be able to close out this game fairly efficiently. If DonJon gets a little bit more energy, they can push down turrets very, very quickly. And I don't think the blue team can hold them off right now.
All right, so rather they gonna play a bit defense and wait for some mistakes. Well, this hurts. Now we see the damage from Dilly, what you just talked about. He has the Crystal Pierce, he has the Eve of Harvest, so slightly ahead of DonJon, who has the Fountain of Renewal. So tell me something about that defense item on the bottom right.
All right, so Fountain of Renewal, if you activate the lower health you are at, the more health it will regenerate for you. It regenerates up to 600. If you're basically dead, you'll regenerate 600 health, which is pretty awesome.
Wow, well that's really good. So it seems like a key item for the supporter, or even though the carry, as we see DonJon going for the, so they are forcing the gold mine since it's filled up. Dilly is going for the ultimate, focused by Steamo. Oh, he is falling. Everyone knows that he should be the key target. UebelVanessa, blast tremor, nothing to do. The silence is not stopping the red team from this. She is trying to get the gold miner, but obviously she might fall. Oh, she is going for the 248 gold payout. And well, what do you say? I mean, it is an ace now. We see the ace buff. Is it worth it?
It's always worth it if you just call worth. But no, that was definitely not worth it for the blue side. All their heroes went down.
Yeah.
They lost the turret. The 300 gold from the turret for each member of the red team easily evens out the gold mine payout.
Yeah, we still see all the red skull traps here. So the blue team never crossed halfway into the jungle from Team Red. This is what we see here, and I'm really excited to see the late game or the mid game. I mean, matches, how long do they last by average?
We generally have about 15 to 25 minutes. And right now, with the amount of gold that the red team has, I do think they should be able to close this out fairly well. If they do take a few poor fights though, it can easily swing back into the side of the blue team.
All right, so as we said at the very beginning, it is about the focus from the supporter, and we might see some action here. And the focus is very good from FleoNeo. and he is locking down most of the time Dilly. They are here together with 3, and there might be the next fight coming up. DonJon, the Spitfire hitting UebelVanessa. Well, it's a tank, so... Oh, the group, I wouldn't set the group there. I don't know, maybe he didn't see that they are downstairs, down there. And Steamo is going in on the tank. This is the wrong target. Now they can maybe kill someone. Steamo is low on health. There comes the Spitfire, the ultimate. Dilly is not going down. They kill off here Steamo. Well, the second kill is coming in. So what a fight. They are turning now the tides here. And FleoNeo, he is going down, or he might go down. At least he's trying to escape. PapaTuerk, he sticks on him. Oh, the ultimate. I didn't see that coming. The blast tremor, and they...
Oh my god!
Oh! Very, very well played here. So, yeah, scout traps, we see they are worth each penny if you are going to use them right.
Yeah, that was fantastic play by FleoNeo, just baiting in both members of the blue team. They lost that fight. By all rights, they should have lost that fight. PapaTuerk and Dilicious killed DonJon and Steamo very, very early on, but FleoNeo baited them into the scout traps one after another, got the blast tremor out, finished off Dilicious, and that was just so well played by him. 208 on that Catherine, and right now a Crucible, a Fountain, he's going to be very, very tanky and very hard to take down.
I mean, those players should know that FleoNeo is reflecting the damage, so I mean, if he is the only target alive, I wouldn't touch him.
Most certainly, and right here Steamo, just they're burning down the gold mine, no problem. 174 gold payout to each member of the red team, so that is really well played. They just spawned, and they went straight for the gold mine because the blue team just was not ready for it. And right now the Kraken has spawned, pretty exciting. DonJon, let's see if they will fight over this. Right now, I don't think they have to. It takes a little bit of time to capture it, so I don't think either team is too worried about the other team taking it.
Oh, the flare incoming here. PapaTuerk just revealing that scout trap, so they know that they are there. All the Spitfire hit. Steamo, he is set on fire with the goop. He is slowed, losing a lot of health. Oh, PapaTuerk using the carcass. They are lurking around, waiting for the right moment to engage on the right target. And now the pokes are coming in here. The Spitfires from both carries, DonJon and Dilly, are here now. They are split, so maybe the right time for Team Red to engage. Well, at least they are going around. Oh, that scout trap wasn't enough.
I think this is a really good opportunity for the red team to either go for a Kraken or take some of the minion mines. Right now there is a scout trap on the Kraken, but they're going for it anyway.
Just talking about that, they are taking the risk and they are trying to capture Kraken here. UebelVanessa going down. PapaTuerk, the only one who is now checking that bash. He is using the cargo. Can he steal it? No, he can't steal it. He is slightly too late. Dilly might fall here, the Kraken. And of course they have a buff from that one. No chance to survive here. PapaTuerk falling as well. So this seems like Team Red is having the upper hand here, and they have released the Kraken, and as we can see, Kraken is now going on the lane, pushing the turrets, trying to get the gold over to the red team.
Yeah, so this is a very, very good time for the red team. They're able to take down probably 2 or 3 turrets at this point. DonJon's taking a lot of damage from this turret, though. He doesn't really have to be tanking that. UebelVanessa trying to defend as much as she can, but as Catherine, as a support, she's not really able to do too much right now. Kraken's storming down the lane, and Dilicious is up, so this could be a good chance for the blue team to defend and take some gold back for themselves.
Yep, I mean, if you have Kraken, you might tend to overextend or stay too long. This is what I'm talking about. Steamo low on energy. He can't really escape. PapaTuerk is on his feet, and there comes the ultimate from Dilly. They are taking the first kill. DonJon might fall as well. He can't cast the ultimate, so he is going down. The third kill might coming in, and there is the counter ace, and this is what I just said. If you have Kraken, teams think they are powerful. They want to push as much as possible so they can kill Kraken here before Kraken opens the vein. And if we go over a little bit to the left, this is the vein crystal. If you're gonna shatter the vein, then you have won the match.
Yep, so 2 more turrets defending the vein for the blue side. Let's see if the red team can finish this off. They had a little bit of a falter there. DonJon, Steamo, and FleoNeo, they played a little bit too aggressively. They could have probably taken that fight.
Absolutely.
But they were trying to go for the turret. They went a little bit greedy.
Yeah, I mean, when you're out of energy and you push, you have the Kraken, you just have to maybe stay around or just go back to the jungle and like go for the gold mine, go for the minion mines, but apparently they did not. So, well, slight chance now for Team Blue. I think it is not over yet, and maybe, or let's say hopefully, because I love comebacks, we might see a comeback from PapaTuerk, Dilly, and UebelVanessa.
Most certainly, UebelVanessa eating a few scout traps, taking a little bit of damage, but they're not going to mind it too much. DonJon's waiting in the wings low. Dilicious might be getting caught out. This is really bad for him. He might get jumped on. He Right now, Steamo jumps in. Steamo's taking a lot of damage. He goes down. DonJon taking the Giant Spat to the face. Dilicious. Can he finish him off? DonJon, last one left on his team. PapaTuerk jumps in. DonJon running away, but he is going to drop.
Wow.
And an ace comes out for the blue side.
Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about. The late game is so important in Vainglory. And even though if you have a goal advantage, if you do slight mistakes, capturing the Kraken, going too far, not going back early enough, this can happen. So they're now going for the first turret, and I think they can catch the second one.
Most certainly, that second turret is definitely going to fall. And Steamo, DonJon, and FleoNeo, once again, getting caught out. I feel like their item builds might not be optimal right here. Dilicious actually has a very, very defensive build. He has a metal jacket, which is not something you commonly see. It gives a huge amount of armor, a little bit of shielding. And Steamo is jumping on him every time and just not doing any damage to him.
Alright, so just in time they destroyed the turret here and they could go back. So very, well, just the right moment popping up here, that Scout Trap. And as we see, now they counter somehow the Scout Traps using their own ones, as we can see here and up there to see reveal the Kraken if she's going to spawn again. And she will spawn 4 minutes after she was killed.
Most certainly. And right here, you see the first minion mine has been taken by the red side. That means the lane minions are going to be a little bit stronger and a little bit tankier. So they're going to be able to push down the lane and overpower the blue team's minions unless the blue team takes one for themselves.
Alright, so let's see how this is going to turn out. Well, they are now taking the minion mine asset, so the minions on the lane are balanced and it is all about the next fight.
Alright, Steamo eats the Scout Trap, takes a little bit of damage, and I think this is a very good opportunity for the blue team to rotate up to the lane and just push.
And they are going for DonJon. Well, Steamo, the ultimate from FleoNeo, maybe a bit too early. There comes the blast from UebelVanessa and the ultimate from Scout. Both parries burning each other down. Who might fall first? I see Dilly in a very, very bad spot here. And UebelVanessa going down first. Steamo, DonJon, FleoNeo, everyone low health as well, but Dilly falling. PapaTuerk might die as well. And this is the ace incoming for Team Red at minute 20 and 30 seconds. And what is very interesting now, we see DonJon pushing the lane and there is something interesting happening. So they are using the time to capture Kraken.
Yep, so the red team going to take Kraken and probably take down some turrets. DonJon's going to be able to push this down very, very easily. There's only 2 turrets left. I think they can easily end the game here.
Yep, I think they can. So there is no time here to come back. And DonJon, beautiful scarf play. He is setting those last turret on fire. That one is destroyed and he's going to shatter the vein together with the minions.
Most certainly expertly played by the red team. There's a little bit of touch and go points there. Like, the blue team was making a comeback. They got 2 or 3 fights in a row, but the red team, they closed things out. They got one perfect fight. Yep. None of them died, and they closed the game out.
Absolutely. So very, very well played from the teams here. We see them. I think this match was very interesting, and since we have seen a little bit of back and forth, we see that this game has to offer much more than expected.
Most certainly. And right there, who do you think the MVP of that match was?
Oh, this is very, very hard to answer. So if we look at the scoreboard, which we have right above us, I think Steamo, he played a very good attacker together with DonJon. They create some kind of synergy at the right target, locking down. But I think FleoNeo, he did... he provided the kills, locking down the target with the stun. So for me, very hard to decide what would your pick.
I would definitely say FleoNeo was the MVP of that match. He played so well. That double kill on Catherine with the Scout Traps, the Blast Jammer, that was amazing. That's not something you see very commonly on a support, but wow, that was just an excellently played fight. All right, overall, fantastic match from both our teams. Thank you, Dilicious PapaTuerk, UebelVanessa, and FleoNeo, Steamo, and DonJon for playing with us today. And be sure to check us out at the Twitch booth in Hall 9 at GAMESCOM 2015 to win some awesome swag, or tune in tomorrow at the same times, and we'll play some more games for you. Don't forget to check us out on the App Store and Google Play, and see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.